Welcome to another episode of I'm Dying to Tell You. This is Dr. Mark Goulston, sharing more insights that I'm learning that I hope will help you live the best life possible. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to detransactionalize selling. One of the things that I've learned, given my current circumstance, is how sort of necessary but empty being transactional can be. Because when you're transactional, each side is trying to get the most for the least. And it can bring out actually the worst in people. So something that you can use to detransactionalize selling, you can use this if you're a coach talking to a prospect. You can use this to a B2B customer or client, and it's called the Impossibility Question. And the Impossibility Question is a way of changing a conversation from transactional to, if not transformational, something that's not so transactional. And it goes like this: when you're speaking to someone, whether that's a customer, client, maybe one of your people, maybe even your superior, maybe a prospective coaching client, you have a conversation with them and then you say, can I ask you a hypothetical question? And hopefully they'll say yes. And you say, what is something that would be impossible for you to do? Or what is it, something that would be impossible for you to get done? But if you could get that done, it would exponentially accelerate your success, where you could deliver way beyond what's currently expected of you. And one of the reasons you say, what is something that would be impossible to do, is you want to bypass the tendency for people, when you bring up anything other than what they're doing, for them to say, yeah, but, or that's impossible. Well, that'll never work. And so when you're using this with another person, it can often cause them to break eye contact with you, look up because they've never heard that question, and come up with an answer, after which you then try to break it down into, well, what would make that possible? So part of what I'm doing now in my life, in my professional life, even as that's sort of moving towards a close, is I still do coaching. And I will often ask a potential client, what is something that would be impossible for you to get done, but if you could do it, would rapidly accelerate you getting not only the maximum success, but getting the greatest promotion and raise possible at your next performance review? And often they will pause and tell you what that is. Now, for most coaches, you're often coaching people not in their technical competence, because usually that's not your expertise. You're coaching them in their non-technical competence. And so maybe an answer would be, well, if I could get everyone in my executive team 100% on board when we make decisions, or if when we have meetings, we could actually complete the agenda that we had on the meeting, or if when we have meetings, people leave the meeting feeling it was the best use of your time, and each person knows exactly what they need to be doing differently because of the meeting that they wouldn't have figured out otherwise. And so it can be answers like that or other answers, and then you pause and you say, well, what would make it possible? What would make it possible to have that kind of meeting? What would make it possible to get everyone on board with a decision and backing it? So I hope you find that helpful. And let me ask you, what is something that would be impossible for you to get done, but if you could do it, would rapidly accelerate your success? Uh, let's even go into your personal life. What is something that would be impossible to do or get done, but if you could do it, would take your current marriage to the way it felt when you were first dating your partner instead of what it's turned into? So I hope you find that helpful and you try it out. And if you do, please share comments back with us. And thanks for tuning in to these episodes, and hope to bring you even more. Take care.